Well, okay, welcome back to the Happy Place Diaries. In this video, we're going to do something that we don't do a lot of, and that is we are going to do a product review. Now, the reason we don't do a lot of product reviews is because we don't like to sell a whole lot of soap on this channel. But in full disclosure, the item that we received was given to us from the company, and we are extremely grateful to do this review in exchange for this product that we have grown to, well, we won't RV without it. Anyway, stick around. We'll talk about what we're doing here. But once we got this 41-foot Keystone Montana fifth wheel, it became virtually impossible. It was impossible. I can't see what's behind me. And it's really advantageous to have that camera on the back so that I could see when people are passing me, because I lose a lot of visibility down the sides of the trailer. A couple weeks ago, Haloview reached out to us again and asked us if we would be willing to look at the new BT7 touchscreen. And so today, we received the new BT7 Touch in the mail, and I haven't opened the box yet. And so they sent us the extended antenna kit so that we will have good connection to the camera, and some roof mounting so that we can get all that down. Anyway, I'm going to set the camera up so that we can open the box and see what we get. This is a dash mount for the monitor. Another dash mount. Ooh, I think I like this one. This is a suction mount, and this one has 3M. And ooh, yeah, I think we might be going with this one. And then, of course, you get the monitor, which is the whole reason for this. And I never had the BT7, so if you have a BT7, you can let me know, but I believe that is a 7-inch screen. But man, this thing is like, this is hefty. It's got your antenna mounts right here, and then this slot is for the mount. Yeah. So whichever mount you're going to use, it slides onto here. And it's the same thing on this one. So there you go. On this side, you get your USB, a power, and an on button. On this side is a slot for a SD card, and that is your link button right there. So what else is in the box? The antennas that go on your monitor, your power, which is a 12-volt, essentially cigarette lighter, and then that goes right into here, right there. So you have your DC power, and then you have all of your, here's a USB. I'm gonna have to read the instructions on that. I've already got the camera, so I'm hoping I don't have to use this. But if I do, I'm already wired in. All I'm gonna have to do is plug in the new camera to the existing plug. Okay, I think we're ready to get things hooked up and see if this is gonna work. Okay, so I've hooked up the antenna to the camera using the long cable, which is right here. That goes all the way to the front cap. And I ran it on the driver's side so that I could take advantage of running it underneath the solar panels. So let me show you what I got going on. Okay, so there's the camera. I've got it up here. I'm gonna clean this up. That's from the old extender. And then I've got it running using these clips, and I've got more clips. I got to clean it up. I'm going to run it. I haven't tied any of this down. Running under the solar panels by the AC, and then right there to the front cap. That should give me a good signal coming out of the camera. Okay, I'm going to take the rest of these and get this mounted to the roof, and then we'll get this stuff done in the truck. We'll see how it goes. Well, okay, super easy. Once I got the antenna mounted up on the roof, I came down here, plugged in the BT7 Touch, and I used the 12 volt adapter. I'm going to try the USB adapter. I hit the pair button. It tells you on the screen you have 40 seconds to press the pair button on the bottom of the camera back there. And it paired right away. I'll show you what we're looking at. Yeah, so those are our kayaks in the backyard there. But that is the camera. And I've got it plugged into a 12 volt right there. And then I have a USB down in here that we can use to power it also. But so far, so good. And I haven't played around with the touch features yet. But you can see you've got your backup indicators. There you can add additional cameras to this. It's saying that we have a very strong signal, and the antenna is mounted right there above the T in Montana. See if we can, yeah, it's right there. And just in case you were wondering how I'm powering the lights, because we have it set up to where you have to have the lights on for the camera to work. That's the way we have the camera wired. Obviously, we're not hooked up to the truck. Here's a little trick I found. Fuse in your 7-pin on the bottom, and that'll activate your lights. Don't leave it on, but that'll activate your lights, and that way you don't have to hook up to the truck, because the truck is over there right now. Okay, so my initial impressions is I like the fact that it doesn't take up a whole lot of real estate. About the same thing as a GPS, which we don't use. We use our phone along with our CarPlay maps on the screen there. But so far, I'm really liking it a lot. The picture is crystal clear, and I need to read up on the manual and see what all the other modes are, and I'll get right back to you. Okay, so let's dive into the features of the camera here. So we're back at the home base after testing this out for a couple weekends. What the benefit of the BT7 Touch is that it is a touchscreen monitor, which we played around with, and I don't encourage you to be distracted while you're driving, but having a touch monitor alleviates some of that. All right, so let's dive into this. All you got to do to activate the screen is to touch it, and you get your different channels, and this monitor will accept up to 4 cameras, so a front camera, back camera, and then 2 side cameras, or whatever configuration you like. If you go to this, you get into the main menu, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You have your volume, pairing to your different cameras, and what the picture, brightness, contrast, color, etc. All of those things. A really nice back button there. Mirroring is nice to make sure that you're not upside down. You can see your different modes here. Depending on how you have your camera mounted, or your monitor mounted for that matter, you need to make sure that you have that in the correct orientation. More settings when things are triggered. So if you're using a front-facing camera, if there's something walks by, that will trigger the recording. Auto dimming, which I have, which is really nice, especially when you're driving in the evening. Your monitor won't be so bright. This scans for other cameras. This has the park lines. You could turn those on. These park lines here, you could turn them on or turn them off. Recording and then playback. So that is your main screen there, and you simply just get that by touching, which I really like, because you don't have to use buttons that were, on the top of the old ones or the side, and you don't necessarily have to wait till you're in a park position to activate the things that are on your camera. So when it comes to the BT7 Touch, the last thing that I didn't talk about was the volume. This does have a microphone on the back camera, and so you can hear through the monitor. The speakers are good enough. We tried that with Teresa talking back there as we were backing up, and yeah, it worked fine. Now we turn off the volume when we're driving because you hear all the wind and all of that. It is a feature that we probably won't use, but you do have the option with the BT7 Touch. Overall, I absolutely love this. I like the fit. I like the finish. I like the picture quality is fantastic. And yeah, it worked great while we're backing in. I had to back in by myself. I didn't have any help, so this helped with backing into our site this last weekend. And then obviously, as we use it as a rear-facing camera, an extension of our rear view mirror, as it is, it worked absolutely perfect. And I do like the touch features because I could keep my eyes on the road, reach up there, touch. We are using the suction mount, as you saw in the video. Anyway, BT7 Touch monitor from Haloview. Highly recommend it. I'll leave a link in the description below, but it is definitely worth having. And for us, it's great peace of mind, and it is a safety feature that we won't go down the road without. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.